Hey guys, it's Erica from Erica Marie Plans. Welcome back to my channel for another plan with me. This week I am using the kit Valentine's Day from GP Studio. I had so many problems putting down this kit. I don't know why. It took me forever because I forgot to white out a couple things and some things just didn't line up. So I don't know why I had such a struggle doing this. Also, I want to note, I tried not showing it in throughout this video, but and this is why I haven't been filming either, but I have some sort of rash, or I'm sorry if this grosses you out, but I have a rash on my left arm that is quite severe and very painful, and I was hoping it'd go away, but it's not going away, and I probably have to go to the doctor. I'm really trying to avoid going over there just for this, but it's not getting better, it's just getting worse, and I'm in a lot of pain. So that's why there hasn't been any plan with me this past week, because I was waiting for that to go down, but obviously it's not. So we will see what happens, and I will keep you guys updated on that. But this is the week of my cousin's wedding, so I thought it was perfect to use kind of another Valentine's kit. And yeah, so I have time to answer one question that I had for my Q&A, and this one is from Emily Catherine Plans. She has asked me, what is the cutest date you've been on, or any date ideas? For me, the one that pops up in my head is the one where me and my boyfriend went to Disneyland for my birthday last year, and I've always wanted to have dinner at the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, at that restaurant, and he surprised me with getting a reservation there for my birthday. And the reason why that was very special to me is because I didn't even think about making reservations. I just assumed that we could go there, but they were booked out for months. No, maybe not. Yeah, probably about a month, weeks. They were booked out, and I was like, damn, I really wanted to go. And then he had booked the reservations ahead of time, which is not like him at all. He is not a planner whatsoever, last minute with everything, but he had booked it in advance, and so I just thought it was super cute that he did that. But we do a lot of cute dates. For me, and just for our relationship, we're very into sports, and so we love going to sporting events, and those are our favorite dates. So that's my date idea, is doing something you guys both really love. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started with Monday the 17th. First thing I'm marking, this was a very I guess negative day, you could say. It wasn't the best, but this is the only day that week. So first thing on Monday, I was just in my feelings literally the whole day. It was just a roller coaster of a day. Pretty much that's what it was. I used a fox and cactus girl to mark that, and an in my feelings script from SPC. I also marked that it was President's Day with a script from SPC that is written by Jessica from J Crew Plans. I also kind of went to therapy. It was a phone therapy appointment, and I marked that with my therapy script from Letters to Apollo and some emojis. These are munchkins. So with munchkins from Once More with Love. I also did a lot of stuff on the computer this day, and I used another fox and cactus girl to mark that. And on the bottom, I used some more munchkins, just marking that there were quite a few arguments this day, and we were just both very angry with each other. And then underneath that, I had these custom girls made from Fox and Pip. This is to kind of resemble my friend Gabby. She was the real MVP this day. This is why she's my best friend, and so I just put it in there because me and her definitely had. I don't want to go too much into it, but she definitely helped me out a lot this day. And then me and her husband went to go get some pressed juice at Pressed Juicery, and then I ended my day being extremely confused with my life, essentially, and I marked that with a munchkin down below. Moving on to Tuesday. Tuesday was the first day of February camp. A lot of schools near where I live, they take a week off in February for President's Week. So we have President's Week camp. So there's no school, but our center is open to have childcare. And so it was our first day of camp, and I used a backpack from Fox and Pip to mark that. Underneath that, I marked that I took a nap this day after work. I just remember being super tired, so I only worked a half day and came home and just like passed out. And I used a Whimsical Cat Studio Girl and a nap script from Kinsey's Creations. And then underneath that, I marked that I got my dry bar package with all those things I purchased the week before. And I was really surprised. It came relatively quick. I was expecting it to be a lot longer. And the icon is from SPC and the script is from Kinsey's Creations. And then after that, Dean had called me and asked me to go to dinner with him. We ended up not getting dinner. We just went to BJ's and we got dessert. We kind of just skipped dinner. But I got some beignets, which were pretty good for BJ's beignets. I've never had their beignets before, but they're relatively good, and he got his Pizookie, so I used an emoji to mark that with a plate of cookies. They really didn't make like beignet stickers. I've never seen any beignet stickers or like Pizookie stickers, so if anyone knows where I can get some of those, let me know. And then to end my day on Tuesday, I did some laundry, and the towel icon is from Clever Girl Crafts, and the laundry script is from SPC. Moving on to Wednesday. I didn't work until later this day. Oh, this was a really fun day. So Wednesday, I slept in. I used a Maro from Paper and Milk to mark that, and a sleep in script from Paper Bow Prints. I also did some tidying up before going into work because I knew this weekend was just going to be jam-packed. So I wanted to like clean my room and get everything ready so I wasn't just like I could come back to a nice clean room. And this was the only day I could do it. So I used a Whimsical Cat Studio Girl to mark that and a SPC script. Underneath that, I marked with an emoji that I ran into one of my best friends, and I hadn't seen him or even talked to him, I think in like 4 years. He was my bestest friend for like a long time. Like people always thought like we were, this is weird, but like people always thought that we were like together and dating, but he was honestly like my number one friend, and I hung out with him every single day. And then once I started dating my boyfriend, it just got kind of weird because I don't know, it's kind of intimidating to have a guy as a best friend. So we just lost contact and like just didn't talk anymore. But I ran into him when we went on our field trip to Topgolf, and I forgot he worked there, and it was like a coincidence, and we were just hanging out for a while like while we were both working, and it was so much fun. It was so fun catching up with him. And then I also marked that we went on a field trip to Topgolf. And then after the field trip, I tried to order some DoorDash, but they ended up being closed right when I placed my order, so I was really upset. And then down below that, I marked that I just had to go pick up my own Buffalo Wild Wings for dinner because, like I said, they were closed. All right, moving on to the other half of the week, which was extremely busy. First thing I marked on Thursday is had my CPR training. Yeah, I mean, you have to renew it every 2 years, so I had to go do that this year. I also did a Starbucks run because the CPR training is quite a long training, and I knew I was going to fall asleep, so I had to go get some coffee before. It was also payday at Lululemon, and so I used a payday script from Paper Cricket Co. and a money sign from SPC. Also, after Okay, I don't know why my voiceovers keep like getting cut off, but as I was saying, after that, I marked that I got some Jack Urban Eats and gelato because those things always go hand in hand. So me and Dean went and walked around downtown and got some of that for lunch. And then after that, I had my first day of personal training. I did get a personal trainer, and she's amazing. I've only seen her, I think, 3 times so far, and we're currently on pause because of everything that's going on. So there's that. And then I use I think it's a dumbbell or a kettlebell from Sadie Stickers, and the personal training script is from Kinsey's Creations. I also did some shopping at Lululemon this day. The shopping script is from SPC, and the Lululemon script is from Kinsey's Creations, and I used some bags that I had from GP Studio. Also, before heading into work this day, I had to pack because the next day we were leaving to drive to LA, and I just wanted to be all ready to go. So once I got off my CPR training, we can go ahead and leave. Those suitcases actually came with the kit, and I really like them. I think they're really cute. Also had to get some gas this day so that we could, like I said, just leave right when I got off. And then I also went to Nordy's Cafe to go get a latte before going into work, and so I used a Papershire coffee doodle to mark it. Moving on to Friday was my second part of CPR training. We ended up getting out, I think, like 2 hours early, which was so nice because we were already leaving quite late to LA. We wanted to leave probably around like 6 or 7 in the morning, but with my training, we weren't able to leave until 2 p.m., which kind of sucks because LA is like an 8-hour drive from us. And yeah, but luckily there wasn't too much traffic, so we did get there at a decent time. I think we got there at like 9 p.m. But anyway, so CPR training, and then also went on a Starbucks run. The Starbucks run script is from Ice Cream Joe, and then I use an emoji. Also, right now I'm putting down my bill dues. I usually don't do that, but I had extra room, so I wanted to fit those in there somehow. But I had my water bill due and my Apple Card due. After going to Starbucks, we got off early, and then let's see oh, I'm getting a FaceTime notification. Sorry, I will call you back in a little bit, Dean. Anyway, we drove to LA, and I used Amaro to mark that. My dad drove the whole thing, which was really nice because I did not want to drive. We also stopped right before the Grapevine and got some Chipotle. And then it was also payday this day, so I used another payday script from SPC. And then at the very end of our day, we checked into our Airbnb, which was so nice. It was very trendy. So me and my sister and my dad, and then my aunt and my 2 twin cousins, we all stayed there. We also had a lot of family time, so none of us are from LA. We're all from either like the Sacramento area or Monterey area. So we all drove over there, so we all had to stay in Airbnbs, and so we just went to everyone's Airbnb, and we all stayed relatively close to each other too. So we had some family time kind of just hanging out. And then this day, oh my gosh, at the bottom or in the middle of this box, I marked in a half box with a popcorn doodle that I got a freaking popcorn kernel stuck in my throat. It was stuck in there for a week. I felt it in there for a week, and it was so annoying. My throat was so sore. I tried everything to get it out. I tried coughing, as like everything, and it was stuck in there. So I wrote damn popcorn kernel because I was so upset. But yeah, and then I also marked at the very end of the day that I listened to a podcast, and the headphones are from Clever Gal Crafts, and the podcast script is from Kinsey's Creations. Moving on to Saturday. Saturday is pretty busy. There's a lot of scripts in there. It looks kind of like chaotic for this day, but I wanted to mark everything in there as much as I could. So first thing I marked is that I got to sleep in, which was really nice because it was going to be a very busy day. The sleep in script is from Letters to Apollo. Underneath that, I marked that I had some coffee. My morning coffee script is from Kinsey's Creations, and I use a coffee doodle or icon from Rose Colored Days. And then I marked that I went to Dry Bar, which was honestly the worst Dry Bar appointment I've ever had. They did awful. I came back, I wanted my hair curly like beachy waves. When I came back home, it was completely straight, and she just did not do a good job. It looked awful, and I had to redo it myself, so I was very upset. Also, I had a breakfast sandwich my aunt had made us before we ended up getting ready. Like, I did my makeup and stuff, which I never wear makeup, but I got ready because we had to go to my cousin's wedding. My cousin Xavier and his new wife April, which is so funny because his brother married a girl named April too, so now they have 2 Aprils in the family. But they got married, and it was so nice, and it was so sweet. And so I used the They Said I Do script from SPC. Underneath that, I marked with an like excited emoji, or no, excited munchkin, that they spelled my name right. All of his brothers have gotten married. I've obviously gone to all their weddings, and they always spell my name wrong on the guest lists and like on the name card at the tables and stuff. Like, everyone always spells my name wrong, which is frustrating. But this was the first one where they actually spelled my name right. So I wanted to mark that just because it was really funny, and I was making a big deal about it. I also got to see my cousin Brooklyn this day, and I was holding her, and she's so freaking cute. So I marked it with a paper shire baby. We also went to cocktail hour. There was a cocktail hour. Got a little tipsy. It was really nice. I used a emoji to mark that, and a cocktail hour script from SPC. All these like wedding scripts are from SPC. She just came out with a wedding party, like sampler. So highly recommend it if you're going to a wedding, because you can use like almost all of them on there. And then underneath that, we had dinner time. It was honestly the best dinner that we've had at any of the weddings we've had so far. Like, sure, everyone's dinner was good, but this was like the best one. It was so good. And then we ate some cake. The cake was amazing. Like, this was on point. Like, everything was on point. And then we also signed the guest book. And then we just had some family time. Like, obviously, like, we had so much family there, and so it was so fun just seeing everyone and just hanging out. And then we sent off the happy couple, and then we did some dancing time. I don't dance. I did dance a couple times. I did like the money dance, which I think is like a Mexican tradition thing. So I danced with my cousin, the groom, and you like give him money to dance with him. And then we also did the girls dance as well. And we always play Girls Just Want to Have Fun, and all the girls go up and dance with the bride. So it's just traditions that we do at our weddings, and those are the only 2 times I dance, because I don't dance unless I'm really drunk. I will dance, but I don't get really drunk at like family events, because that's weird. But yeah, so it was a super nice wedding. It was so pretty, and I'm just so happy for them. Moving on to Sunday, woke up extremely early. Woke up at 5 a.m. because my dad just wanted to get on the road to go home, and he drove the whole way, which was so nice. So I didn't really have a problem getting up because I just slept the whole time anyway. I think that's a munchkin to mark that I essentially looked like that when I woke up. Yeah, because it was quite early. And then we drove home, and I used another paper and milk card to mark that in a drive home script from Kinsey's Creations. And then we also got gas, because there's just no way we can make it without not getting gas. And we stopped at Popeyes, which I love Popeyes. I finally just got a custom script from Kinsey's Creations. I just ordered it today that says Popeyes, so I'm excited to have that come in so I don't have to write it anymore. Also did some laundry when I got home, and I used a laundry basket from Clever Girl Crafts and a laundry script from Letters to Apollo. And then I did some filming with an SPC icon and a script from Ice Cream Joe. And then to end my eventful weekend, I ended it with some evening coffee because I was so tired and it was pretty early and I didn't want to go to sleep yet. So I had some evening coffee, and I used a coffee cup from the kit and a face mask. And that's it. So that completes this week's plan with me. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. I've noticed I've been getting quite a few new subscribers, so thank you, and hello, welcome to my channel. If you're not subscribed already, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and follow me on Instagram, which is Erica Marie Plan, so you can see close-ups of this spread. Yeah, if you guys like this video, make sure to hit that like button, and if you have any questions, ask them down below, and I'll be more than happy to answer those. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys!